In the spring of 1900, off the rocky coast of Antikythera, a Greek sponge diver named Elias Didiatis surfaced in panic, clutching a bronze arm from a submerged statue. The wreck they had stumbled upon lay 45 meters deep, a Roman cargo ship frozen in time. Captain Dimitrios Kontos and his crew from Simi Island, aided by the Hellenic Royal Navy, launched the first underwater archaeological excavation in history, retrieving marble and bronze masterpieces. Among the treasures hauled up was a mysterious lump of corroded bronze and wood, barely noticeable among the statues and vases. Transferred to the National Archaeological Museum in Athens, it sat unnoticed for 2 years. The bronze had transformed into adacamatite, a mineral formed by centuries of seawater exposure, which cracked and shrank as it dried, altering the object's original dimensions and complicating future analysis. On May 17, 1902, archaeologist Valerios Stais examined the fragments with his cousin, politician Spyridon Stais. One piece revealed a precise gear wheel embedded in stone-like corrosion. Stais believed it was an ancient astronomical clock. But most scholars dismissed the idea. Such complexity seemed impossible for the 2nd century BC. They called it prochronistic, too advanced for its time. The object remained a curiosity until 1951, when Derek J. DeSola Price, a British science historian at Yale, began studying it. In 1971, he collaborated with Greek nuclear physicist Charalampos Karakalos to produce X-ray and gamma-ray images of the 82 fragments. Their scans revealed an intricate system of gears, proof this was no ordinary artifact, but a machine of astonishing sophistication. The Antikythera Mechanism had been found as a single encrusted mass, later fractured into 3 main fragments. Over time, conservation efforts revealed 82 fragments. 4 contain gears, many others bear inscriptions. All are housed in the National Archaeological Museum in Athens, alongside reconstructions that demonstrate how this ancient device might have looked and functioned. In 2005, a team from Cardiff University led by Mike Edmonds used computer X-ray tomography and high-resolution surface scanning. These techniques revealed inscriptions hidden beneath corrosion, including references to planetary cycles and eclipse predictions. The scans confirmed the mechanism was not just a calendar but a predictive machine, an analog computer from antiquity. The mechanism measures 34 centimeters, 18 centimeters, 9 centimeters, about the size of a shoebox. Its largest gear is 13 centimeters in diameter, originally with 223 teeth. The device used 37 meshing bronze gears to model celestial motions. It predicted the positions of the sun and moon through the zodiac, tracked eclipses, and accounted for the moon's irregular orbit, faster at perigee, slower at apogee. This irregular lunar motion was studied by Hipparchus of Rhodes around 140 to 120 BC. The mechanism incorporates his theories, suggesting he may have influenced its design. The device also used the Metonic cycle, a 19-year lunar solar calendar, and the Callippic cycle, an extension of Metonic by multiplying it by 4 to correct for drift. The front dial features a fixed ring marked with the 12 zodiac signs, each occupying 30 degrees, following Babylonian tradition. Outside it, a rotating ring displays the 365-day Sothic Egyptian calendar, with months named in Greek transcription. To use the device, one aligned the Egyptian calendar ring with the current zodiac position, compensating for its lack of leap years. The user turned a hand crank, now lost, connected via a crown gear to the largest gear, B1. Each full turn advanced the date pointer by about 78 days. Turning the crank drove all interlocked gears simultaneously, calculating multiple astronomical cycles at once. The device was hand-powered, but its internal logic was computational. On the back, spiral dials tracked eclipse cycles, the Saros and Exeligmos. The Saros dial spans 18 years and 11 days, predicting lunar and solar eclipses. Inscriptions on Fragment 19 reference a 76-year cycle, confirming the Callippic cycle. These inscriptions were faint, only readable after 2005's high-resolution scans. In 2016, researchers deciphered inscriptions linked to the synodic cycles of Venus and Saturn. This suggests the mechanism may have tracked planetary positions, though no surviving gear trains confirm this. Some experts believe a portion of the device is missing, possibly containing planetary displays. The mechanism also tracked the 4-year cycle of ancient athletic games, similar to the Olympic cycle. Inscriptions mention Nemea and Isthmia, games held in different regions. This shows the device was not purely astronomical, but also served a social and cultural function, aligning celestial and human cycles. The device was likely constructed between 150 and 100 BC, though some propose 205 BC. It must predate the shipwreck, dated to 70 to 60 BC by pottery and coins. In 2022, researchers proposed a calibration date of 23 December 178 BC, when the mechanism cycles would have been set to 0. Others argue for 204 BC as a more likely start point. The Antikythera Mechanism used a Babylonian arithmetic approach to predict lunar phases, rather than Greek trigonometry. A 2014 study argued that the Saros dial's start date corresponds to the lunar month beginning after the new moon of 28 April 205 BC. This suggests Babylonian influence on Hellenistic astronomy, merging Mesopotamian calculation methods with Greek mechanical engineering. Where was it made? The calendar on the Metonic spiral matches the Corinthian type, used in northwest Greece and Sicily. Since Syracuse was a Corinthian colony and home to Archimedes, some researchers speculated a link to a school. But in 2017, it was shown the calendar isn't Syracusan, ruling out direct Archimedean origin. Another theory points to Rhodes, a center of astronomy and mechanical engineering. The ship carried Rhodian-style vases, and the device uses Hipparchus's lunar theory. The parapegma inscriptions work best for latitudes between 33.3 degrees and 37.0 degrees N. Rhodes lies at 35.85 degrees to 36.50 degrees N. This supports the idea that the mechanism was designed there, perhaps in the school of Stoic philosopher Posidonius. In 2017, researcher John Iverson argued the prototype came from Rhodes, but this particular model was modified for a client from Epirus in northwestern Greece. He suggests it was built no earlier than a generation before the shipwreck, around 100 to 80 BC. This aligns with the archaeological dating of the wreck and the wear on the gears. Coins found by Jacques Cousteau in the 1970s suggest the ship dates to the device's era. Some propose Pergamon as the origin, home to the Library of Pergamum, second only to Alexandria in the Hellenistic world. With its vast scrolls on science and engineering, Pergamon could have hosted the knowledge needed to build such a machine. The Antikythera Mechanism reflects a fusion of astronomy, mathematics, and craftsmanship. Its gears are precisely cut, with teeth shaped to minimize slippage. The device required advanced metalworking, bronze casting, filing, and assembly. Such precision suggests a tradition of mechanical engineering, now lost to history. In 2008, the Antikythera Mechanism research project proposed Corinthian origins based on the calendar system. But the 2017 confirmation that it wasn't Syracusan shows how careful interpretation is needed. The device may have been built by Hellenistic scientists drawing from multiple traditions: Corinthian, Rhodian, Babylonian, and Egyptian. No similar devices survive from antiquity. Machines of comparable complexity reappear only in the 14th century, like Richard of Wallingford's clock at St. Albans and Giovanni da Dondi's Astrarium. These medieval clocks used similar gear trains to model planetary motion, yet they were built 1,500 years after the Antikythera Mechanism, with no evidence of direct descent. The Antikythera Mechanism is the oldest known analog computer. It wasn't electronic, but mechanical, using gears to perform calculations. Its purpose was not just observation, but prediction. It could forecast eclipses decades in advance, model lunar anomalies, and track calendars across cultures. This was not a toy, but a scientific instrument of the highest order. Why did such technology vanish? The Hellenistic world was rich in scientific inquiry, but knowledge was fragile. Libraries burned, workshops closed, empires fell. The Antikythera Mechanism may have had predecessors now lost. Its complexity suggests it wasn't a one-off, but part of a tradition that disappeared until gears re-emerged in medieval Europe. In 2014 and 2015, new dives at the Antikythera wreck site uncovered more artifacts, a bronze disc with bull imagery, possibly a decorative furniture piece. Though initially thought to be a missing gear, it lacks gear teeth and is now considered unrelated. Still, the search continues. A 5-year investigation from 2014 to 2019 and a new session starting in 2020 aim to recover more fragments. Fragment F was discovered in 2005 during re-examination of stored material, proving more pieces may still be hidden. Of the 82 known fragments, only 7 are mechanically significant. The rest contain inscriptions or partial gears. Each new fragment could reveal more about how the device worked, or what it was used for. The inscriptions on the mechanism functioned as a user manual. They describe how to operate the dials and interpret the cycles. Without them, even modern scientists would struggle to reconstruct its purpose. The text is technical, written in Koine Greek, the scientific language of the Hellenistic world. The Antikythera Mechanism challenges our assumptions about ancient technology. For decades, scholars believed such complexity emerged only in the Renaissance. But here, in the 2nd century BC, was a machine that combined astronomy, mathematics, and precision engineering, proving that ancient Greeks were not just philosophers but innovators. It was not magic, but science. The device followed known laws of motion, encoded in bronze. Its gears were not random, they embodied mathematical ratios such as the 223-tooth gear matching the Saros cycle. Every component served a purpose, calibrated to celestial rhythms. This was computation before electricity, mechanical intelligence from the ancient world. Today, the Antikythera Mechanism stands as a symbol of lost knowledge. It reminds us that innovation is not linear. Civilizations rise, fall, and sometimes forget what they once knew. But through careful science, X-rays, tomography, epigraphy, we can recover fragments of the past and piece together the genius of those who came before. The Antikythera Mechanism is more than an ancient gadget. It is a testament to human curiosity, the desire to predict the heavens, to master time, to build machines that think. Found in the deep sea, it emerged from silence to rewrite history. And as we continue to study it, we honor not just the builders, but the enduring spirit of scientific inquiry.